Hello, hello, hello again out there to all my fellow toy friends, geeks, and nerds on the interwebs. It's me, your boy Adrian, here with a new video for you all to check out. So today we're gonna talk about Labubus, if you can't tell. So me being a collector that I am, I think it is kind of a little crazy what is going on with these little monsters right here. Um, so yeah, there's official channels that you can get them on, like Popmart website, the app, and TikTok shop. I have not had any luck on the app at all whatsoever. It's just always, I guess, clogged with people. It constantly gives me checkout errors. So timer expires. Um, as far as the website, I know that sometimes they have them on the website, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Last time they had them on there, thankfully there was someone in that group that is using something called like the URL trick, that they're able to, I guess, find cases that haven't gone live, it seems like, maybe. Um, while the ones that people are fighting for are up for sale, I guess, anyhow. So thankfully I was able to get two of those links, and both times I was able to get the set in my cart, but could not check out on the website. Then they told me get on the app, and then I couldn't check out there. They told me um, close the app, reopen it, add something else in your cart. What else did they say? Keep trying. Of course, you can only try so many times in 5 minutes. So, yeah, I didn't feel like that was gonna happen. And people are reselling these for crazy amounts. I think the original price was $21.99, and then they went up to $27.99 each, and there's 6 in each case. 6 regular ones, there's 1 secret, that's 1 in 72, so I guess every 12th case. Um, so yeah, what else? It's kind of a lot, it's crazy. Yeah, so people are reselling them for a lot. There's also a lot of counterfeiting going on with these as well that I've noticed. Of course, people are calling the fakes Lafufus. Some of them are getting pretty passable, I will say. But then there's some that aren't quite so good looking. Yeah, so it's another thing. What about, yeah, crazy to be on the website, crazy to be on the app. I know that they said on the TikTok live that they drop them every so often. When I've been on there and been watching, there's 2 that I watch. I haven't seen either of them post any for sale in the shows while I'm there. Although today, the 4th of July, happy 4th of July, everyone. They did have, I guess it was a scheduled restock. I just happened to be awake at that time, and I saw the post. I think it was maybe 24 minutes after they had went live, and I went, and on the TikTok shop they were open for pre-order, so I was able to add them there and check out there, so I was able to get the set. So just gotta wait until they ship. Other times I had been on the TikTok, when I've looked at things, it's usually been popular things just to see how the checkout process worked, and even at that point, like, stuff does sell out like really fast on there. I know this morning that that link stayed active for a while, but I know I did see that, yeah, today's release was a scheduled restock, but that they are gonna have a drop on the 5th tomorrow and the 6th the day after, but those ones aren't scheduled. They're just gonna be surprise drops. So I guess you can sign up for notifications if you are still looking to get some at the retail price, because yeah, there's people selling them for crazy amounts, and yeah, it's insane what people are bidding them up to on Whatnot too. But yeah, so I guess another thing I wanted to share was, yeah, some of the counterfeiting. Yeah, mentioned it, but as I said, it's getting harder to tell with them. I know that I did find a picture that it has the case differences. I know it has something to do with the logo, the way that I think it's on the E. There's a part of it that you can tell, but you can also tell by the hologramming on the stamp. Like when I'm showing this one, you can see that there's kind of like a gradient or like a pattern in it, and the counterfeit ones aren't like that. It's just solid. It doesn't have that gradient. And also too, the colors of the box, they're slightly a little bit darker. Like the printing is a little bit darker. I know that's a couple of the things that I did see about them. One of the things is they're also putting fake dolls in real boxes. So if you are gonna get one, you wanna, yeah, you can scan the box, make sure that's authentic, but scan the QR code on the doll itself as well. I'll share a story. I had been looking for a secret and I came across a listing. Well, there was several listings on eBay. What I was noticing on eBay is that a lot of the different sellers are all using the same pictures in their listings. If you go through different sellers, they all have like the same, I think it's like 3 or 4 pictures. They're all the same. But I did find a listing that, you know, it had the Labubu, it had the box, it had timestamps on all the pictures too. So I was like, maybe this one's legit. So I was asking them about it, and well, I did purchase it, and then I was asking them about it, you know, to make sure, and they were like, yeah, it's authentic. And so I was like, are you sure? Because I know that there's a lot of counterfeiting of these going on. So then they replied to my message and they were like, oh no, this is what we will be sending you. And it was like maybe 6-7 different pictures, and it had the box and the figure and, you know, the card and the timestamp with like my username on it. But then they did include a picture of the box, the front and the back, and then the doll, but they also sent pictures of the QR code. So what my little sleuthing ass did is I said, okay, I was visiting my twin bro, and so I don't know if he remembers this, but I told him, let me use your phone real quick. So I was able to zoom in on the picture of the box QR code, and it was able to read the picture of that QR code. So I noticed, yeah, it seems legit because it's the, you know, the website mgss.popmart. So I was like, okay. So then but I didn't stop there. No. I went to the one that was on the figure and I scanned that one. And what I noticed is, like, when you scan a QR code, like at the bottom, it brings it up in yellow. What I could see is that's where I was like, this is fake. And so because it was not directing to something called Popmart, it was directing to something called Popamrt, Popamart. They had switched the M and the A in Popmart. And so I immediately sent them a message again telling them, this is why I think it's counterfeit. And so then they were like, oh, well, if you have a problem, then we can cancel your order. I said, do so, please, thanks, because not having it. So yeah, you need to be really careful what you're buying out there, because that was just my little crisis averted on that. The ones I have gotten, of course, are actually authentic. There are like scanned first time authentication, thankfully. Because when I bought some of them, I did get them off Whatnot. Now I will say, people, like I said, they're bidding those up to crazy amounts on auctions. But if you just want to find the cheapest one I mean, they're still gonna be more than retail right now if you can't get a hold of them like through the official channels. They have listings that are buy it now too. You can go and type search Labubu and then the name of the one you want, and then you can filter it out to the buy it now ones. You can even sort it by the cheapest price, so it shows you the cheapest ones first, and those are going to be your cheapest option if you're going that route, because yeah, some of them are going for, I saw one going for double the it got bid up to double the amount of what some of the starting prices are for one of them are. So yeah, super crazy. But yeah, anyhow, I did wind up winning this one in an auction. I got it for, it was only like, I think 30. It wasn't that much more than retail, so I didn't have a problem with it. It wasn't one of the ones that I was like, ooh, I really want one of those. Because yeah, at first, they, if you didn't like them, they kind of grow on you a little bit. And yeah, like, anyhow, this one was the first one that I acquired. So to me, that one was like, oh, I got it kind of retail. It was the first one, kind of cute. So yeah, thought that was pretty neat. So I'll let you, oh yeah, they do sell protective cases for them as well, as you can see right there. That is the have a seat case. These are for the standing up ones, so like the macaroons and the big into energy. Those are the ones I wanted because, guys, to me, like, if y'all don't know and y'all don't follow my channel, welcome to my channel. I've stated before, I'm a gay guy. If you have a problem with it, you can see the door. It's more about the toys and the collectibles here. But yeah, to me, I was just like, OMG, I feel like that's the gay pride series. I'm buying it. Like, I want it. But so yeah, big into energy, macaroons, and I'm not too sure if, yeah, I think that there's gonna be a new series of them that are coming out. So anyhow, I like these cases because they're kind of like clamshell, you know, pretty neat. So think that, like, not gonna lie, the fur there, it might help to get a toothpick to kind of tuck it in as you're closing it. That's what I did, because yeah, you don't want to, you know, have fur hanging out of the edges there. Another thing with these ones is they're starting to put a UV mark on that foot right there. So I'm going to try and show it to you. Hopefully it'll show up here. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, they're starting to UV mark some of these because of the counterfeiting that is going on. So that's how you can check on have a seat. I'm not too sure if newer ones or other series are getting these. I know that I checked them, they don't have them, but I know for sure I saw them talking about these having the UV mark, so definitely mine had it when it got it. So yeah, pretty neat. Of course, I did want to show you the ones that I do have on hand. Like I said, I was able to get one set off of TikTok because I am missing two of these. As you can see, there's 5 boxes. So, thankfully, I was able to find the secret here locally from a seller. So, yeah, I could not be without that one because, of course, look at that little face. And the eyes are kind of like glittery and sparkly as well. Mine, all of them, yeah, they say that the patterns on them are all a little different. Mine, you can see a little tuft hanging out there. Let me just pop it open and I'll get him resituated. But yeah, so here he is. So mine, you can tell, like, this leg and arm are a little bit more, like the arm is a little darker, this leg is slightly a little bit darker, and on the back, right in this quadrant right here. So yeah, that is the secret id. It's not ID, people, it's id. It's a psychology term. It has to do with like the baser driving instincts. So yeah, just wanted to let people know that, calling it ID. So yeah, so they all come with a collector's card. These are the cards for the regular ones. Now this card, it does come in a sleeve. I do have it in a little bit more of a sparkly case. I'm not too sure if you can see it. You should be able to see it. But anyhow, the card, it is like kind of foiled. I think the burst right there and the eyes and maybe some of the colorful swirls in the black background are also foiled. So yep, that one is how that comes. So yeah, you all got a chance to see id there. But yeah, another thing too is when you get some of them from Popmart, you can unbox them and online, and they'll come like this. So this one was a loyalty one. This one came from Popmart as well. That one was the secret. Someone pulled it and was lucky enough for that. But yeah, there is loyalty right there. So kind of like strawberry lemonade. And then this one is luck, of course. And then this is hope. This one kind of reminds me of my car with the awesome blue color. And then serenity right there. So yeah, missing love, missing happiness, but we'll be getting them in that set that I was able to acquire, thankfully. I like that. I know someone got one of these that it's blue right there. I kind of like that. Mine is kind of, it was white right there. Mine is blue. But yeah, I kind of like the color patterns. Pretty neat. So yeah, can't wait to get those last two from these, and then my set is complete. Like I said, these are really the set that I wanted. So I hope you all enjoyed getting a chance to check them out with me, and also too the tips and tricks on, you know, buying and telling some of the counterfeiting that's going out there, some of the info that I was able to share. So until next time, all my fellow toy friends, geeks, and nerds on the interwebs, all you boo-boo maniacs and fanatics, I shall be back soon with a new video for you all to check out. So until then, take care on the interwebs.